We are back. Welcome back to another video. This is the transfer roundup. I'm your host Sam, and we are gonna be talking about all the transfers that has been happening, covering the bits and the down of every single movement that has been happening. And yes, people, we're back again with the longer show where we are gonna be covering all the top 6 squad teams, looking exactly what they're doing in their transfer window, what exactly is moving forward, and which ones are really serious, especially in the late stages of the transfer window. Yes, these are the late stages of the transfer window because the season is like now it's less than 2 weeks before the season begins. So any transfers that are going to be done now, moving on to this, it means all those players are going to be missing the transfer. They're going to be missing the preseason tour, which most of the managers talks about, that it's very important for help the team bond and actually help the squad to be ready for the new season. So the ones who are coming now, these are the types who are going to have to actually adjust to the team while the new season is actually going forward, which in this case is the 2023-2024 season. So which teams that are doing their business now later than usual, just try to get things done. And if when I look at the notes and everything that I've been researching and what I've found, I'm really worried over Liverpool and Chelsea. And when you think about these two teams, these are the exact two teams that struggled last season. And when you expect them to do their business, they are now doing the business later than usual. Yes, Liverpool promised that they're going to have what we call an overhaul. And they did. A lot of midfielders left. We're talking of Naby Keita, Ox-Chamberlain, James Milner, and after James Milner, we took Fabinho, Henderson. These are literally 5 midfielders, senior midfielders who have left. We are now left with Thiago Alcantara, Curtis Jones, and now it looks like Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's going to be moving in the middle, or he's actually going to become a midfielder, but we'll just put him out there. Then we have Steven Pasitage, and who else do we have? The newcomers that has come before the preseason, it's like Alex McAllister and Dominic Soboslai. That's where we are, but we need to feel we don't have right now a well-proven, except of Steven Basitage, who's at the moment injured, by the way. We don't have an out-and-out defensive mid. The last game we played against Leicester, we played Curtis Jones as the midfielder that people are talking about. The other games, Trent Alexander-Arnold was the one who was on that position. So there is confusion. We want to know what's going to happen. We need some movement. Liverpool are still doing what we call dilly-dally and just never really moving forward, doing the things that are required to be done. So it's a worrisome situation, but I'm here to cover the transfers, guys, and I'm going to let you know of what has been happening and what we could expect as we go forward. So let's get into the video. Do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe to the content. Let's get into it. So Liverpool. So what we are being told with news that is coming from Brazil and now has been confirmed by the British mainstream reporters is that Andre from a team called, is it Fleming from Brazil, it has been proven that Liverpool have reached out to the team, to the camp, or to the club in their interest of signing the player. His name is Andre, and it seems like the player is sold out of the Liverpool project that they're interested in starting, and he would really love to come to Liverpool. But there's the kicker. This team, the team Flamed doesn't want to sell him until it is January transfers. They want to let him in January, not now, because I think they are really focused on the season. But this is the interesting part. They have given an ultimatum if Liverpool wants the player now. They're saying that pay 40 million euro, then you get the player now. Or if you pay 20, we'll hold your money, but you're not getting the player now until January transfers. Now the question is this: would Liverpool really do the deal? We know that they are desperate in this position. They need to do the deal. Recently, before I even came to this, start recording this video, I have heard some small rumors. I haven't confirmed them 100% that Liverpool are really indeed thinking of actually paying something, maybe 30 million pounds to at least try to and maybe plus add-ons, I don't know, to try and convince this team to let the player go. I don't know what's going to happen with it, but the player wants to come to Liverpool and he's needed. I've been watching some bits of this kid. By the way, he's 22 years, and it looks like he's going to be a mouthful player. He's demanding. He's always going to be that roadblock. By the way, he's going to be the replacement of Fabinho, according to what we're being told. It looks like he is actually the plan B about some reports we're being told, but it's crazy as well because some reports that I'm being told is that Liverpool needs at least 2 midfielders. So if that's saying he's gonna be the plan B if they fail to get Romeo Lavia, then I don't really know how it's happening. Remember, Romeo Lavia is young and still growing, which is exactly the player that I'm gonna be talking about next. So Liverpool made their second bid after a long wait. So it means that small video that I did, which I got some reports from somebody who seems like it was a lie. You know the person, there is already evidence on the video that Lavia deal was already agreed by the Southampton board and everything. He said the Chris was the source, but now it turned out the source, the Chris, looks like he was lying the source because now after the bid has now officially been made, after the likes of Paul Joyce, Fabrizio Romano and all the Melissa Redden have now confirmed that Liverpool have made the bid. Southampton have rejected the bid. The reason why they rejected is that they are saying 50 million, it's what we are asking for. Liverpool 45 million, and this by plus add-ons in it. Yes, you have come close, but that's not what we want. But what we are being told is this: Liverpool had already made the decision before, after now the confirmation of Fabinho leaving, going to Saudi Arabia, that they're gonna bid again. So a third bid is expected. I don't know when is it coming. Is it going to reach that 50 million pound mark that Southampton are asking for? Remember now, this guy is a championship player, and if Liverpool does this, they will be breaking the record of the first championship player to be signed exactly at 50 million pounds. I don't know what's going to happen and how much do they want him and how long would they really wait while the new season is about to start to get the player, to get the deal done, because we need this thing to be done because it's really delaying and it's going to cause Liverpool so much problems. I'll be here to keep you updated if there's anything that changes it, but at the moment Liverpool has to get their things together and do the deal done. While we're still speaking on the midfielders, we have been told by Melissa Redden that Liverpool are expected to at least have to sign at least 2 midfielders before the end of this transfer window, plus a defender. But as things stands right now, we still don't know who are those 2 midfielders. We thought maybe it was Andre and Romeo Lavia, but what we're being told is that Andre could be the plan B after Romeo Lavia fails. So it means when you think about it, there's still a player that they're working on that they haven't revealed that they need. And what we all know is that at the moment, the most lacking midfield position at this moment in Liverpool team is the defensive midfield. Are they going to go back for Captain Thuram? I've always wanted them. We've always been told about Liverpool with their interest, but the situation has died down. Are they going to be forced and do those panic midfield buying like what they did with Arthur Melo last summer? I don't want to relive that nightmare. And I don't want craziness to happen with this Liverpool squad. Because I think it's only going to take until we play with Chelsea and some other teams for Liverpool to notice where they are lacking. Because at this moment, they're winning the preseason. They feel like they're better. We are going to be playing Bayern today. And maybe that will give them an idea of where they are really. But it's just a matter of time. At the moment, we cannot rush the process. But it's irritating. It's really irritating. So yesterday it was confirmed that Virgil van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold would be taking the roles of Jordan Henderson and James Milner. Yes, after Henderson leaving to go to Saudi Arabia to join Stevie G, we needed the replacement of the captain, and it was way clear early into this who was gonna be the captain for Liverpool. We have seen him already wearing wearing the armband and stuff like that, but now it has been confirmed that Virgil van Dijk is now the new captain of Liverpool. They did the photo shoot, they did everything, and there's that face of him while looking at the camera. I won't talk about that. But yes, he has been confirmed as the club captain. Everyone are excited. It seems like he has got the club's backing, and even the players, they are really excited about this. People like Dominic Sobeslai and the Sam had already confirmed, even the McAllister had already confirmed in their social media, saying something and saying captain to Virgil van Dijk, and we knew already. It was just a matter of confirmation. But what people did not expect who the vice captain to be, now it's now the homegrown Scouser. Trent Alexander-Arnold is the guy who's going to be taking that role as Liverpool's captain, vice captain, which means that there is so much to come from this kid, and then now there's so much that the people are looking forward to. Klopp decided on him. The reason why it's not because he's Trent Alexander-Arnold is homegrown. He's trying to win the Liverpool, supporters' hearts and stuff like that. It looks like it really has been something that has been considered, looking at what the player is doing in the pitch and how much is helping up the team. That's the reason why he was selected for this role. This is according to Jurgen Klopp. So now we wait to see how the situation plays out. But that's what we're being told, that Virgil van Dijk and Trent are now the new captains and vice captain of Liverpool. It's exciting. While there's also a team of leaders that has been selected, Andy Robertson being part of them, Alisson as well as Mohamed Salah. Those are the third that are being added to help out Trent Alexander-Arnold and Virgil van Dijk in terms of leadership. If Van Dijk and Trent are not in the game, expect either Alisson, either Salah, and lastly either who. I've already talked about him. Expect them to take over that position as the captain, and we see what they can do in terms of leadership. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about that? Yes, Fabinho finally walks out as a Liverpool, confirmed by the club, confirmed by the player. He already did the video of showing what he has achieved with Liverpool. Wrote a letter thanking the Liverpool fans for the love, the support, talking about how he has had an amazing time in the 5 years he has been at the club. He talked also about how much it was a journey, the wins and the highs and the lows, and he talks about why he had to leave. We were already told that maybe they had a discussion with Klopp and maybe told him that he feels like he's no longer the player he was when he came to Liverpool. So it was just something that Liverpool had to accept, Klopp had to accept, so that he looks for the replacement while on time. Remember, he talked about he wanted to strengthen the midfield. These types of players going really made sense when they were actually telling themselves that he feels like it's time for them to go, and he knew that he had to leave for Liverpool to actually strengthen some of the positions. Because if Henderson and Fabinho had not left, we won't be talking about looking for midfielders, even after doing 2 midfielder signings this summer. So you can see where we're going here, people. But anyway, it's exciting times. Let's see where we go. We're going to be moving to the second club, which is, of course, Chelsea, where we're going to be talking about what has been happening. But do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's talk about Chelsea. So Chelsea Football Club looks like they're working so hard at the moment for both Caicedo and Sanchez. Remember, these are the two players that are at Brighton, and they want to sign Sanchez as a competition to Kepa, because it looks like so many people are still doubters of what Kepa can do, so they need at least a replacement. So they're getting Brighton's number 2, who seems like is really interested in going there, even going to Chelsea on loan or what. So this could be something that could progress well and even faster. And it looks like the relationship between Chelsea and Brighton is not broken because of the Leverkusen situation that happened, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. But they still want Caicedo. Caicedo's camp has gone to Brighton to try to convince them that the player wants to move, trying to convince them that he wants to only go to Chelsea, which could help Chelsea in the way. But we know Brighton don't give a damn. If you don't have a release clause, you are going to play into their game. And that's what they're doing here. So I don't know. We'll see how that one will play out. But as we are told, the talks happened yesterday of Caicedo and Sanchez. But the Sanchez one, I think, is going to be the one that moves fast, because with Caicedo, Brighton, I don't think they're going to budging. They are still asking that £100 mark to get the player done, as they're looking at Declan Rice, who got the similar amount of money. Chelsea are set to have signed, before we talk about that, um, Liverpool have now signed a new 6-year contract with Chelsea. So the rumors that he wanted to leave, he wanted to join Liverpool, have all now been proven that that could have been lie, and the journalists of Chelsea made that clear, and people we knew, even though we tried to not believe it, I, as a Liverpool fan, wanted to see the player in my club, was doing as much as I can, PR-wise, to try to see that the player is going on my side to my club, but now it has been confirmed that no, the guy is actually has his heart to remain at Chelsea. He has been told by Mauricio Pochettino how important he is. He's been told that he's Europe's best. I don't really know how far about that one, but that's what we've been told. We'll see what happens. Brighton was also the team that were interested in him, but he's no longer moving. He could be joining. There's also a player that they signed, so we'll wait to see what happens. So as we move on, they did sign as well midfielder Chelsea, by the way. His name is, I have to go back to my. Is Leslie? That's his name. I can't pronounce his name. It's too big. Leslie from Rennes, and he's gonna be. He has signed a 7-year contract. He will be going to, I think, America, if I'm not mistaken, where the team is, to join in, so that Mauricio Pochettino can assess if he could be the type of player he keeps in, or he could be the type who moves away, as he's gonna go to that sister club that Chelsea signed. I think it's called Strasbourg, which is, by the way, in France, which is gonna be going there on loan, so that they can be strong for the new coming season that is coming. Alex Diaz has completed his medical, which I think is the defender as well, one of the defense additional, who has been signed as a replacement of Fofana, who got an injury that is going to keep him out for almost an entire season. So while we're being told that the deal has been completed, the medical tests have been completed, which of course, if he has passed, he will be announced as a new player. He is also going to be joining in to see if he can fit in this Chelsea team. Remember, we know that Chaleba could be on his way out. It's just a matter of time. Chelsea are strengthening in the reflection of Mauricio Pochettino and how he wants the team to be ready come next season. Chelsea wants a swap deal for Lukaku and Vlahovic. According to the reports where we were being told earlier to yesterday, is that Chelsea were interested in doing what we call a swap deal between Lukaku and Vlahovic. Remember, Juventus have shown interest in signing Lukaku. Juventus have shown interest, but the Juventus fans don't want the player, but they want to do a swap with Vlahovic. But now it has been confirmed that Vlahovic does not really want to move to Chelsea. As much as these reports are going, they might want him, but he doesn't want them. So what this means is that Chelsea, they are really trying to reach too deep on a transfer that is not going to really grow legs, if we can talk about it. It's never really going to grow legs. We'll see what happens, but that's the rumors we're being told. If there's anything that changes, we'll be here on the Connect to keep you updated. So do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. As we move on to the next club we are talking about here is Manchester United, who looks like they are doing some bits and the bits of the deals as things are moving on. So the deal that they did right now is Rasmus Højlund, who by the way I think is very close, or he has already completed his medicals. Now what's left now is him to be announced as an official Manchester United. Remember, he was signed for £72 million. This is plus add-ons in it, which I think it's usually with the number of games, even the achievements at the club. So we were to see what happens on that. So what we've been told is that Højlund signs for United. By the way, he came from Syria and only scored 9 goals, if I'm not mistaken. But Manchester United believe that this is the new Haaland that they've had in their squad. In fact, there's already some comparison, which is some weird videos I'm seeing, that they're trying to compare him to Haaland, which I feel like is just trying to reach too high. So we'll see how that one will play out. The other player who we have been told is that Amrabat to Manchester United is very, very close, very closer than you think. West Ham did made a bid to the club to try to sign Amrabat, which the player still is refusing. The reason he's refusing, he doesn't want to move. He's waiting on United. West Ham are the second team in England following Liverpool's bid that they made for Amrabat, which Sophia Amrabat refused because he's hoping and waiting that his dear beloved Manchester United can come and get him. I'm not saying that he won't be going, they won't get him. I'm just saying that it takes so much for a player to be so patient and wait this long. So we'll keep you updated if there's anything that changes on that deal, but that's what we are being told. The other thing that is happening when it comes to the transfer window is this. When we talk about Manchester United, which we're going to be moving away from the player signing, is this: the takeover of Manchester United by the Glazers has been put in an official pause. Yes, people, there will not be any movement when it comes to the Glazers moving from their post as the Manchester United owners. It looks like they have decided to put a pause in it. They don't want to be rushed. They want to do their things in their own speed, in their own time, in the way they feel like it's really good for their United that they're trying to rebuild. What we are being told right now is this: there were some bidders who were really interested in getting this thing done. We know Chef Jamshin from this Saudi Arabian, and also I think this British billionaire. Now the thing has been done. We will have to wait to see what happens, and we can't wait to see what happens. And already the stocks of United are now going down after it was confirmed that there will not be the takeover. There will not be any movement of what people are expecting. So I don't know. We have to wait and see how that one will play out, people. But that's what we're being told. Johnny Evans, it looks like it's very, very close that he'll be signing an official 1-year contract, as it seems like what he has done maybe during training and also during the preseason has really impressed Eric Ten Hag, and is thinking of keeping the player at least for a year and see what he's going to be capable of offering. That's what we're being told. Remember, his contract was expected to end after the preseason. Well, it looks like there are talks that he could actually become the player that continues in that role playing with United. And I don't know where it's going to end, but that's what we're being told. The other one is that there have been some crazy talks about United's loss of forms after losing their games, 3 games in a row, beaten by Real Madrid, lost to Wrexham, and now lost to Borussia Dortmund. I'm just saying to people, do not panic. It's crazy how people can just panic like that. These are the preseasons. There are teams that have gone to lose all the preseason, but they have come to actually perform so well when the season begins. Liverpool, when we started watching them, they were drawing and also almost lost another game with some smaller teams in Germany. So it's not really the time to be pressing the panic buttons. It's just for you to wait and see what happens with this cause. I, as a Liverpool fan, don't even believe that United are that terrible. They look like they're a team that are building something huge. And when you're building something huge, it's going to take time to jelly, and they're working so much to create that Monster United team that they want to play come next season. Well, there could be some good news or maybe bad news in terms of the Greenwood situation. According to what we're being told, before the beginning of the game of next season for United, there will be an official confirmation by the club that if Mason Greenwood is going to continue with United or he's going to be moving. So we have to wait on that. I don't know. So many people are talking about bringing Greenwood back. They're talking about a lot of things, but at this moment, that's what we're being told. Let's see how that one will play out. This is really some sensitive topics. So many people have gone through some abuse, and they just don't want to see the player there. And even though the court had the decision that went on in the way, let's just wait to see what United decide to do on. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Click the like button and subscribe to the Connect as we continue. Manchester City are back on with RB Leipzig to try to get an agreement over the movement of Djokovic. I think that's how you call him, Djokovic Vladio. Is it Govladio or something like that? The G is silent. I'm not really sure. Because after some time, we were told that the team is not really interested in selling. And if the City wants him, they have to pay 100 million pounds, if I'm not mistaken, or was it euros? Pounds, if I heard properly. But it looks like City were thinking of walking away, but it seems like they are now back into this deal. Maybe he's going to be the replacement of Laporte, who could leave. He hasn't left yet, but he could leave as well. So we have to wait to see what happens. And now Jeremy Doku, who is also an Arsenal player that they are interested in getting, has now been added into the list by Manchester City. This player is going to be the replacement of Mahrez, who has now left officially to join a team in Saudi Arabia alongside Roberto Firmino and Saint Maximum, who is also at Newcastle. So we have to wait to see what's going to happen in this one, but it's interesting to see what happens. So Ajax have hijacked the West Ham deal that they were trying to sign a City top talent. His name is Carlos. So Ajax has hijacked, and it looks like the player now is on his way to go to Ajax to go do his medicals. So it's now an official hijack according to the reports we have been told. I don't know if you agree with it. What do you think of what's happening? Click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Tottenham, what has been happening with Tottenham Hotspurs is only about Harry Kane, the movement of Harry Kane. Where is he going? What is he going to be wearing? And what is he going to be eating? I'm joking. If he's going to be taking, wearing, and drinking those historical alcohol in Germany with the Bayern team, it looks like the Germany reporters are confident that the deal can be struck, even though the meeting that they had with Levy did not go according to plan. What we're being told is that the bid will be made very, very soon. But is there going to be a movement? We have to wait and see. But if Bayern wants to strengthen come next season, they need to get this deal done. We'll wait to see how that one plays out. Arsenal, they're working on David Raya, people. They want to sign David Raya, who is, by the way, a Brentford keeper. They want to sign him, and they have already had an agreement in principle with the player. Now it's now in terms of the clubs, and the club is asking for at least 40 million, and they're not budging on that. They want 14 million. Would Arsenal now do the business? Well, we have to wait and see in terms of how the business is going to be done. But what we're being told is that the club is asking for 40 million. The other ones are still some hearsay, she say. They haven't been confirmed. We have to wait to see if there's going to be some official movements yet. But these are the transfer windows, transfer roundup show, and the transfers that are happening, really, the rumors and the done deals. We wait to see if there's going to be more in the coming days for Liverpool, at least at a fast rate, as we look like we might start a new season without a really recognized central midfielder. I don't know. Are they going to play Curtis Jones? It's where we have to wait on that one. Do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe to the Connect as we move on. We're out. Peace. Subscribe.